The Gum Lock by Miles Lee, Daniel Field, Thomas Riordan, Marcus Gao, and Jorge Rancano. Here's our mission statement. We strive to build a product that makes securing one's belongings easier, more compact, and universal to lock any object. Meet Ryan. Ryan is a very forgetful and messy high schooler. Every day, he bikes to school in the morning, but he often mixes up which locks he needs in his tray. He needs to pick out his bike lock every morning, but because they all look identical, he often doesn't spend time searching for the right lock. Because of this messiness, Ryan had his bike stolen, all because he couldn't find the right lock. However, this was only the least of his worries. The next day, Ryan managed to bring the right lock for his bike, but the bulkiness and the long length of his lock couldn't fit in his pocket. Because of this, he had to force it into his backpack, making it unwieldy and much heavier than it should have been that day. But again, Ryan's day still got worse. Turns out his bike lock got cut in half. The material of the lock was too flimsy, and as a result, someone cut the lock and ran away with the bike. Could anything possibly turn Ryan's plight around?
Conventional locks serve only one purpose and can often be broken easily. Not only that, but they are just too big. Imagine having to walk around all day with a heavy lock the size of your hand. That certainly wouldn't be pleasant. Not only this, but buying multiple locks is often necessary to secure all of your belongings, which is irritating and expensive. With cheap locks, you often sacrifice strength, durability, and the security of your belongings, which is a serious problem. Additionally, as cycling becomes more popular, theft will become all the more common, which may deter people from much cleaner and efficient mode of transportation.
Our solution to this problem is the Gum Lock. This stretchable, portable, and tough lock is the perfect solution to your safety and convenience-related needs, being a superior option to any other lock on the market. When not being used, the Gum Lock reverts to the size of your finger, being a light fit in your pocket that can be conveniently carried anywhere. But how could a small lock like that ever fit around a bike? Well, the spring-like wire layered under the sustainable silicone rubber casing addresses this issue, as the tensile strength of the wire is made strong enough to resist pressure, but also strong enough to tightly constrict around any object, bike, bag, you name it. Attached to the silicone rubber that is scrunched up like an accordion, the wire can be stretched without snapping, being able to wind and unwind like a slinky as it is pulled and pushed back in. The rubber casing also allows this feature to be possible, as the soft yet bendable material of the silicone rubber that allows it to stretch to over 1000% of its size gives the lock the ability to loop around objects, connecting to itself through the locks on opposite sides of it. Thanks to this feature, the Gum Lock can be used for many applications, such as locking a bike, a water bottle onto a bag, or more. In fact, it isn't even limited to just locking. The Gum Lock can also become a holder for your keys or groceries, thanks to its toughness from its metal interior and the feature to loop into a circle. Overall, the countless applications and superior versatility of the Gum Lock makes it a catch like no other on the market, becoming the new lock that everyone should be using. Now, let's compare the Gum Lock to its strongest competitors in the market to see how it makes itself a cut above the rest. Let's start with Master, one of the most popular padlocks. The petite size of its design certainly provides convenience, being light enough to fit in a pocket. The metal loop signature to the Master Lock is also quite secure, being thick enough to withstand many cutting tools. However, Master Locks are also not the most applicable, as they are limited by the short length of its metal loop. Next is the Foldy Lock Compact. This lock is extremely light and convenient, allowing for easy transportation. Not only this, but the foldable feature of the lock also allows it to be used for many different applications, as it can flexibly fold and lock over many objects of varying sizes. There are also a couple flaws that come with the design, however, such as its flimsiness and lack of protection, as well as its unsustainability through its usage of plastic. Finally, Kryptonite is another popular lock brand, being one of the most durable locks for bikes and also having applicability with its many variants. On the other hand, the lock is also quite bulky and heavy, making it extremely inconvenient. Like the others, it also uses no sustainable material. Gum Lock covers all of these categories, making it the ideal and best lock on the market. To start, the metal wires encasing the lock are extremely tough to cut through, ensuring safety. The Gum Lock is also convenient to carry, thanks to its compactness and light silicone rubber exterior compared to the commonly used metal exterior. Furthermore, the flexibility and agility to bend and stretch allows for the Gum Lock to be applicable to many objects, such as locking a bike, a water bottle, or even a backpack. It can even hold things like keys and bags if shaped into a ring. Finally, the gum lock is made mostly out of silicone rubber, a far more sustainable material than plastic due to its ability to use it over and over again without it wearing out. Clearly, the gum lock checks off all of these categories with flying colors, proving it to be the best and most superior lock on the market.
Hypothetically, our shipping will gradually expand from the Bay Area to all of California and eventually to other states in the US. Eventually, we'll expand overseas and especially London, since it's known to be the worst place in terms of bicycle theft. We'll target a large range of customers, but mainly focus on children and avid bike riders, since they're most likely to own expensive bicycles that they want to keep safe. With bikes being so expensive and easy to steal, our product will create a universally practical and accessible solution that can be used by everyone and just as effectively for other types of belongings too.
Gumlock makes money by placing products in popular stores so potential customers looking for locks can buy them. For example, we could sell a product in Dick's Sporting Goods or Lowe's. These two popular stores sell many common items where a lock can fit in. Along with popular stores, we will sell it to stores that sells items that need locks. People at bike shops can pick up a gum lock after buying a new bike. Not only will we branch into physical stores, we plan to sell our product online on places like Amazon to make it more convenient for people to buy Gumlock. When buying Gumlock, customers also have an option for a protection plan. Customers can pay us money to buy a protection plan, which means we will refund them their money if their Gumlock breaks.
Let's go over the price and cost of production for the gum lock. On the slide, our inspirations for the lock materials can be seen. Typically, locks of a similar size as the gum lock are priced at around $15 to $30. However, due to Gumlock's extra flexible and sturdy materials, it will be priced a bit higher. The silicone is most of the cost of production for the Gumlock. The price of a 36 by 60 inch silicone rubber piece with a thickness of 3/8 inches is about $793. Each Gumlock needs about 12 inches by 3 inches of silicone. This means that the area of one of these silicone rubber pieces is enough to make about 60 Gumlocks. So the total price of silicone needed for each Gumlock is about $10. On top of this, each Gumlock needs around $5 for a sturdy lock mechanism, and the wire will need about $1 per lock. This totals to about $20 to make each Gumlock unit, which is still in the range of the price of competitor locks while still being more versatile. In order to turn around a profit for the Gumlock, we'd sell it at about $30 per lock, giving us around $13 profit per unit sold.
Our market strategy will be to gather funds from outside investors and eventually use YouTube and other social media platforms as methods of advertisement. We'll also rely on word of mouth to spread awareness of our product, and we'll focus our investments on students and avid cyclists since they're more likely to own expensive bicycles and therefore want to protect them. Our advertisements will be directed to those who are known to be spenders, just as a precaution and a way to boost our revenue in the early stages of production. Eventually, we'll expand into physical advertisements in popular cities all across California in the form of billboards and other ads.
This is our team: Miles, Daniel, Marcus, Thomas, and Jorge. Note, Jorge wasn't included in the picture. Thanks for listening.